Okay, the next major thing is writing conversationally. Some of the most comprehensive edits I have to do involve rewriting content to make it more conversational. Now, by conversational, I'm not suggesting you drop a bunch of jokes into the code of ethics. It just means writing in a clear way, as if you were answering someone in the room with you who had just asked you a question. A big part of this is just using you, I, and we. The first thing that this does is involve the reader. They feel more engaged. So let's take a look at this rewrite of an executive education program's overview. You can see here, instead of saying participants will discover the economics, technology, policy, regulatory issues, it says you will discover the economics, technology, policy, regulatory issues. This immediately brings people into what they are reading. It makes them feel engaged. It also says we'll use global market conditions, U.S. and international case studies, oil and natural gas market outlooks, instead of just referring to these things as sort of bodiless ideas. This, again, just gives people a better idea of what they'll be doing and makes them feel more involved. A big part of writing conversationally is to avoid complex words. Now, with some programs, like you saw before, with the executive education classes, you're going to have to use industry-specific language, and that's fine. But what we're trying to avoid here is a sort of everyday academic complexity that isn't necessary to make your content understandable. Here's some examples of that. These are just some bad words and examples of better words to use instead. So you see, like utilize, just use use. Prior to turns into before. In addition becomes also. At the present time becomes now. Remember always, if there's a simpler word that means the same thing, just use that word. Well, you may ask, like, why? After all, we are at a academic institution. Most people here are very high literacy. But the thing is, the complicated words just take longer to read, even for people with high literacy. Jacob Nielsen ran a study in which he took lower and higher literacy people and had them navigate a site and read certain sections. Then the study was rewritten for clarity and simpler wording. Look here at the completion time and satisfaction ratings for higher literacy people. They got through the content faster and were more satisfied with it. And I can guarantee you this, not many people are going to stick around for 14 minutes, as you can see before they rewrote the site, to read your page. Bottom line, ask yourself, would I use this word in an actual conversation? If the answer is no, don't use it on the web either.